I've learned another couple things about bullies, and here's the thing about bullies is I can't necessarily discern whether or not they really want to boss over you your whole life, or if they want you to just, you know, engage with them the way that they engage with you. It's like they want to be in perpetual war. I don't know if they actually care about, like, micromanaging your life. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like they were buttheads, okay? But when I was kind of really little, and remember, it was, you know, early 90s, so the rules were different maybe, but I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But one of my first biggest problem with my bully older sister was in the summer, there would be days where my dad would just go to work and leave us all three together. And I think I was probably like 6 or 7, so I was pretty little. But that means, like, what, Laura was probably like 3 or 4. But anyways, Jennifer would make me do everything for Laura, or Jennifer would just do nothing but sit on me. So at some point, I think I threw a big enough fit about my dad not leaving me there with her, that he started just taking me to work. And I do have a couple of memories of just sitting in his truck all day listening to cassette of Patsy Cline. And it was better than staying home with Jennifer, okay? Sorry, you know, this is my autobiography of my truth, okay? But in reality, my dad said, like, as I got older, he was like, you have to recognize that all they really want to do is get a rise out of you. So then I just learned to just, like, stealing my resolve. And that kind of helped. That kind of helped too, because then at that point, it's like if I'm sitting in the back seat where they can actually bug me, and I'm just sitting there in the middle seat doing nothing, then, you know, I think that's how it kind of, you know, unraveled, that they would just kind of getting busted for just trying to get, like, at that point they're just trying to get a rise out of me. And then, you know, when they do something that's like trying to get a rise out of you, maybe it's more obvious to your parents or something like that. We all know, like, eventually I got the wallop that stopped, because I was in the middle seat, so sometimes I had both of them doing this stupid shit, like, I'm not touching you, and I'm not touching you, and so, like, that's the kind of stuff that gets obvious to your parents. It's like, you know, when Brittany's just sitting there, like, not participating, and then there's always this thing where, like, one of them would, like, punch me in the arm, and they knew that there was, like, some dead spot on my arm, and so at one point, I think I did wallop her back so hard, and somebody said something, and I just took it. I was like, yeah, I think that's what happened, is I immediately fessed up that I hit her really fucking hard. And I was just like, she earned it. And I was like, do whatever you want. Punish me. But, like, she fucking deserved it. And, you know, it was like, eventually you're like, fine. You get, you know.